Okay. Let's figure out what it is happening.
Huh?
We're in the Tekken Infinite stage.
Mom?
You've grown so much, Ashley.
Is it really you? It is, isn't it? Mom!
I'm a memory ghost child, though.
I can't believe it.
I'll try the force quit command. Do it. No good. It's not responding.
Ashley, protect our daughter, Sayoko.
Where are we?
Inside your memories.
Huh?
My memories are flowing into yours. Ashley, you're in grave danger. Ryan's trying to overwrite your memories with mine.
Who's
He's trying to
Ryan?
revive me in your body.
What?
But I have no intention of letting that happen. I won't allow it.
Mom, if he overwrites my memories with yours, what happens to me?
The mind cannot cope with multiple sets of memories. Your brain will prioritize the new memories. Mine. The older information, your memories, will be deleted.
I'll lose my
Whoops.
memories?
Yes. And if that happens, you'll no longer be you.
I'm scared, Mom.
It's all right. I'll help keep you safe. There's one more feature to the RAS. I
Besides
designed it
being
in
the
secret.
ultimate lockpick.
It can restore memories that have been overwritten.
What do I need to do?
Hold out your hand. Ashley.
This erase or is this? Okay. That was unclear.
It's gone.
Yes, just like that. Keep doing this, and your own memories will be safe. Ashley. Okay.
Uh-oh, that old lady.
Yes. Almost there. Oh,
Whoops.
yes.
Unsure. Give me a break, Mom.
Ashley. Okay.
Mom.
You're safe now, Ashley. You'll keep your memories.
Thank you, Mom. You saved me.
Yay.
I'm so relieved.
What was that?
A fragment of my memory. Ashley, go. Your father is waiting for you.
I don't want to lose you again.
No tears now. Remember this. A person will experience 2 deaths. The first is when their soul leaves their body. And the second is when the memories of that person fade from everyone's hearts. As long as you keep me in your heart, I'll be with you forever.
Running.
Ashley. Protect our daughter, Richard.
Sayoko, I've missed you. Sayoko?
No. Ashley.
Are you a weird ghost, man?
My mom is gone.
Sayoko's gone?
She used the RAS to protect me.
The what?
It can control the another. My mom made it for me. It can erase memories.
And you use this device on Sayoko's?
Yes. I erased the memories you were trying to write onto me.
If Sayoko made that and left it for you, then...
I spoke to her in my memories. She said you were trying to revive her in my body. And that she wouldn't let you.
She wouldn't let me. I understand, Sayoko. I see now that I was wrong. I just wanted to see you. More than anything. So my efforts were all for nothing.
Okay,
Ryan,
but why are you a
please
ghost?
Tell me. What would make you do that?
You'd never understand.
What?
This is the end. Sooner or later, you'll forget me.
Huh? Ryan?
Ashley!
Dad!
Are you alright?
Mom saved me. She had me use the RAS.
Hello.
Hello.
She told me
Sorry for the delay. I was ready
told
and
me
then
to
not
erase her
ready, and now I'm
memories.
ready again.
That is okay. What you've missed is that we used
Why
the
would she do
magic
that?
powers of the lockpick wristband to stop Ghost question marks evil plan to overwrite my memories with my mom's
Where's Ryan?
memories.
he's the one who brought
Also,
me here.
who's Ryan?
He used the another.
Ryan?
You've only been
He's
streaming
just
for 9
like,
minutes.
where'd he go?
That happened fast.
Yeah.
It's all right, Ashley. We're the only ones here.
Really?
We didn't see anyone else. Just you.
But he was here. We were just talking. Where'd he go? Dad, who is Ryan? Really.
That's a great question that I would love an answer to.
Well, Ashley, Richard. There's something I want to show you. Let's go to my office.
Please let someone actually explain this. Use your words.
No,
You can just say it. You don't have to go to the office.
We have to go to the office.
Judd Fitzgerald.
Look at this photo.
Looks pretty old.
That's Judd on the right, but who's that boy?
That's Judd's son, Ryan.
Aw, shit.
Ryan? He looks just
It's
like
clearly
the guy I
Ryan.
met.
Yep.
Then does this mean
He's the
that
same
the boy I
haircut.
actually met is Judd's son, all grown up?
Squeaky door, bear with me. Hold on.
It must. How else would he have known about the secret lab? And the prototype another?
No, it's impossible. The Ryan in this photograph died 15 years ago.
Oh, snap.
No way.
He's a
Ryan was
ghost.
Judd's only son. His mother died when he was young.
He's a science
They were out
ghost.
On a walk, there was a reckless driver. She saved his life. Ryan withdrew into himself after witnessing his mother's death. He stopped expressing himself, and then he stopped speaking entirely.
Oh.
So, 15 years ago, Judd made a decision. He would do anything to get his son back. The Another was still just a prototype at the time, but he wanted to use it on Ryan to erase memories of his mother and her death.
Judd experimented on his own son?
Yes. The experiment was conducted in total secrecy. Only Sayoko and I were there to witness it.
Rex, this experiment is dangerous.
I know, but Judd is obsessed.
The memory of that tragedy took you from me. But I know I can use the Another somehow. I will bring you back. Ryan!
Judd's son, Ryan, was the first test subject of the prototype Another, and it killed him.
Can't believe your mom murdered that kid.
No.
But his memories were not lost. That was the
Squeaky
first
door again.
practical use
Bear
of
with me.
liquid memory storage.
I couldn't hear it that time.
His memories had been backed up before deletion. Ryan was gone.
And all Judd had left of him was his memory data.
So those
stored in
big
liquid
cooling tanks
form.
of water, like the liquid memory equivalent of those big old server racks from World War II.
Yes.
I had no idea about any of this.
The experiment was strictly
Nowadays, you can
confidential
store
by
somebody
Judd's
in like a
orders.
flask.
True.
And with Judd and Sayoko gone, I was the only one who knew what happened. I always thought I would take these secrets to my grave, but you two deserve to know. I needed to tell you Judd's secret and Sayoko's truth.
Okay, but why am I seeing the ghost man?
What did you mean by Judd's secret?
5 years ago, Judd died in the
5 years
lab.
ago, you drink.
Afterward, I was organizing his research papers. Most of them were retained by JC Valley, but there's one file I decided to keep private. It's here on this computer.
Mass simultaneous memory rewrite experiment.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, rewrite the memory via surveillance cameras. The cameras were freaking out when you saw Ryan.
That's
He is a science ghost using the
Judd
cameras
conducted an
to project
experiment
himself
across
into
a
your mind.
terrible line. In order to protect JC Valley and to continue his research, he came up with a way to shift the blame of the lake pollution which was caused by an overflow of liquid memory. He blamed it on Crusoe Resort. He manipulated residents' memories, planted thoughts in their heads.
Planted thoughts. That must have been what Charlotte was talking about.
Okay.
She said something strange
This
happened
is a
5
bad
years ago.
plan.
You
Everyone
know,
started blaming Crusoe Resort overnight. The another was used to cover it up? Dad, is it okay to use it like this?
no.
How do you...
It is
How
not
do you... Okay.
No way, right?
How do you
I'm sorry.
use it to make everyone think the resort was polluting the lake? Because,
It was
like, you're
my
changing people's
foolish
memories,
decision to
but wouldn't
cover
they
this
still
up.
have the lake full of glowing green memory water?
I wanted to protect
Dude,
Jason.
man, that
like-
resort's
like-
up to some weird stuff with the glowing
Well,
green
that's what I'm saying.
memory
Is like, what
wire.
is, what do you claim that is? Because the resort, the people who run the resort could just be like, yeah, we don't make glowing green life stream water. You should find the people who make that, and then get on them.
Sayoko at JC Valley 13 years ago.
She wanted to go back.
Maybe
to
he
her
also
family.
changed the memories of the
He
people
told her
at the
it would be a
resort, so
waste
they
of her
thought they were the
brilliance.
ones polluting it.
You know.
He told her to come back to work. Otherwise, she knew too much. But Sayoko
She wanted to go
refused.
back to her family and
She
forget about
made
that
up
kid
her
she
mind.
killed.
Judd offered a condition for her leaving, which Sayoko accepted.
To erase her memories of the Another project?
Yes, I'm sure Sayoko realized how angry Judd was. She knew that if she refused, she wouldn't be able to keep her.
Okay, but then we
I had
worked
no
on the another
idea.
project with my dad. What?
Maybe she was just such a
Used the
genius
prototype
that, like,
Another
she
to
started
erase
the
Sayoko's
Another
memories.
project again completely separately.
And Judd ordered me to serve as the operator. It was I who extracted and erased Sayoko's memories. She was in a daze.
Also,
once
this
it was
seems
all
like
over.
actually fairly reasonable.
She was
Of like,
crying.
you worked on a crazy
She looked
super
at me
secret
and said,
science project. We're just going to erase your memories of
I've
the science
lost something
project.
important.
I remember Mom crying. She was sad because she lost her memories of her research?
Like,
No,
considering
she
that,
lost more than memories of her research.
considering they could have just like shot her.
She lost memories of you.
Oh no.
When I saw her tears, I made a decision then and there. I took Sayoko's liquid memory back.
How would she know?
Stored it in that pendant. She was waiting in the clock tower when I gave it to her.
That's what he's doing in that shot? He
She
looks so evil.
cherished the
He
memories
does.
in that pendant more than anything in her
His eyes are
life.
shadowy.
Memories of you. Who could be calling?
Bump.
And also all the super secret stuff she was supposed to forget to leave the company.
Ashley, you're safe.
I'm fine.
What a relief. Are you with the director and Dr. Robbins?
Ian, Gina. What
That
happened?
dude's glasses keep blending into his face in such a way that I can't tell he has them on.
Yeah, a little bit.
Secured Sophia and have control of the security system. Gina helped get it up and running. We can contact the outside now. We're going to call the police.
Wait, Ian. There's something I want you to look into first. Are the security cameras working?
No, they've been down for a while now. I was getting nervous, not being able to find you guys. I'm looking into the outage, but haven't been able to figure out what's causing it.
Can you access security camera footage?
Yeah, why?
Ashley, do you remember where you saw Ryan?
Yeah. I first saw him at the campsite, then at his cottage. Then he found me at the Crusoe
At his
Resort
for-rent
offices.
cottage with nothing in it.
Did you get that, Ian? Check the footage from where Ashley just mentioned. I want to see all the footage of her.
Copy that.
All places that have security cameras.
Dad, what are you trying to figure out here?
Oh, you'll know soon enough.
Is it that he's not real? He's a ghost. Wink, camera ghost.
Found it, Dr. Robbins. I'll send the footage through.
New rule. Every time someone asks a very simple question
He's
and the
not
guy,
there.
someone says, you'll see soon enough or you'll know soon enough, fucking take a shot. You'll be dead
Why,
within
Dad?
one stream.
What's going on?
You remember speaking with Ryan, yet he's not in the footage. Which means...
This Ryan is some sort of construct built by the Another, and Judd's remote-controlled Another was temporarily
drank the
overriding her
ghost.
memories. Do you concur?
I do.
A construct? So Ryan was a false memory that the Another implanted in me?
That's right.
I can't believe it. He seemed so
Why can't you
real.
believe it? The
So, Rex,
pictures.
Ryan's physical form is undoubtedly a construct, but a construct with an established personality. What's more, it intentionally sought out Ashley. The personality is that of Ryan, who died 15 years ago, which means... I mean, this may sound absurd, but it seems as if Ryan's memory data has continued to live all this time.
And why does it
Mom
look
was
like an
alive.
older version of him?
That's how I was able to talk to her.
Because the brain, the liquid brain went, well, it's been 15 years, so I should look like this.
Mom was alive all along. Inside memories converted to data.
Yeah.
Dr. Robbins,
What is it, Gina?
one of the security cameras just came back online.
Which camera?
The one watching the island in the lake.
Show us the feed.
Got it.
A grave? Whose grave is that?
It's Ryan's. He was buried there 15 years ago.
What's the matter, Ashley?
God, these flashbacks.
I had a flashback.
That grave.
What?
Just
She touched it and said something. Dad, take me to that island. I want to remember what she said. Going there is my best shot.
I don't know.
I need to remember, Dad. If I do, maybe we'll find out why Ryan appeared only to me, and why he wanted to bring Mom back. What his goal really was.
All right. Let's go. Sayoko, what's your connection to Ryan? Help me understand who he really is.
Throw it on a boat.
This is our first time on a boat together, huh?
It is not your first time on a boat together. You were on a boat with the nice Captain Man and your aunt.
I suppose it is.
How'd you get so good at rowing?
Sometimes I'll row when I go fishing with Bob and Rex. It'll be dawn soon. How are you holding up?
maybe this is a sign that both of their memories have been subtly
I'm all right.
rewritten while they weren't paying attention.
What about you?
Oh, I'm used to all-nighters. I'm tougher than I look, you know.
Is that why you get, like, punked out once a game? Remember when that lady put you in a
Here's
sick
Ryan's
armbar?
That way. Let's hurry.
That happened, like, an hour ago. Also, I feel like the collectible situation in this one was a lot more difficult than the collectible situation in the first one, because I think I have still only found, like, 2 or 3 of the little origami cranes, and I don't know how to go back for the
Oh.
ones that I missed.
Well hidden.
Yeah.
What is this place?
It's the Lake Spring. Not many people know about it. According to Dan, it's the source of Lake Juliet.
It all comes from here?
Yep.
The whole lake wells out from this one point. It's also responsible for keeping it clean. Lake Juliet's been polluted a number of times, but the spring always restores its waters.
So even the current pollution will be cleaned up soon?
As long as the spring holds out.
Questionable,
That must be
but
why Judd chose to
okay.
put Ryan's grave here. The spring restores it all.
Put Ryan's grave here so his memory liquid will pollute the lake forever.
So I feel like there should be more than one grave here, because it's kind of a dick move for this guy to be like, no, my son is the one who gets to be buried at the spring. Nobody else.
This is Ryan's grave.
So your
Is that
mom
a
brought
fucking
you here
security
15
camera right
years
next to
ago.
the grave?
Yeah, that was how we, because they were like, oh, there was one
Yeah,
that
I
turned
just-
on.
Yeah. It's just really weird that it's literally just a metal
This will
pole
be
with a
the last
camera
time I
sitting
come
right
here,
over a
Ryan.
grave. Like,
Judd left his most precious possession with you. So I'll leave mine here too.
how is it powered?
Very carefully.
I
It's on
remember
an
what she
island,
said.
and there's nothing around but the spring and this one grave.
She said Judd left his most precious possession here.
Let's take a look around.
Ryan was only 12 when he died. I've seen this before.
Looking through this always made Sayoko miss Japan.
Dad,
What is it?
check it out.
The kaleidoscope
mom
that's
gave
been
him
here
this
for
kaleidoscope.
15
He told me
years
when we
and
were
somehow
talking
not
at the cottage.
decayed at all.
He said he had to undergo treatments as a kid.
Yeah, the story would have
That's
gone
why
very
he
differently
gave
if
to
like a
Mom for
fucking
safekeeping.
raccoon had just stolen that thing.
Undergoing treatment must have been what Judd called erasing his memories.
And because of that, Ryan died. Mom must have come here to return it. That's why she was here 13 years ago. What's this? What's this say?
Judd dedicated this message to his son. Huh?
What's up?
It looks like there's some sort of trick to this gravestone. Are the stone tiles
Why would
some
you
sort of
why would
key?
you make your son's gravestone a
Key?
sick trick?
Ah,
Solve this sick grave puzzle. Rearrange the tiles to spell Dark Man. Shadow Man, whatever that was.
Here lies Shadow Man, I think. I feel like I need to like look at something specific with this weird kaleidoscope, but it's not letting
Maybe
me.
you have to flip it the other way around so the cherry blossom design matches up to the grave?
No, because this
Okay.
end is the end that has all like the beads, and you can't look through.
Alright. Okay.
And also, like when I tried to like rotate this around, it like just snapped it back to normal.
Yeah, I noticed when you went to view, it just turned it back a certain way. Oh, maybe it's...
There's no I, or I would have been like kaleidoscope.
Is it something to do with the pattern on the side of the kaleidoscope? Because it's all like square patterny.
It could.
Huh.
Aha!
Okay, I thought that was a weird looking kaleidoscope. Really phoned in his son's gravestone secret message.
It opened. Dad, check it out.
Another pendant?
There's a picture inside. Look at his smile. He looks so happy.
Happy ghost child.
I never would have guessed. Judd stole Sayoko's memories, and yet, what he cherished the most was the memory of his child.
Dad?
Hello, Ashley.
That's silly.
Ryan!
You still remember me?
Of course I do.
When you and I met in the another room, I attempted to delete the memory data you have of me, but it seems I never gained full access to your hippocampus.
What did you do to my dad?
I have suspended his consciousness. It is only temporary. He will not perish. He is not required for our current discourse.
I think I finally understand, Ryan. You used the another through security cameras. It's how you made me see you.
That's correct. What you see right now is only in your mind. This image is temporarily ingrained in your memory. I am currently manipulating your perception.
That's rude. You should not do that.
You took advantage of Sophia in the same way. But I'm not like her. I won't let you do whatever you want.
Interesting. Sayoko said the same thing to Judd.
Your life's work is to complete the another. I will not allow you to squander your brilliance. Especially for something as foolish as family. I forbid it! Get back to work this instant! That's an order!
The another is more than your precious research. I will not allow myself to be used.
Your eyes look so much like Sayoko's did back then. Ashley, why are you here? I don't understand.
I thought coming here would help me figure everything out.
What do you mean by everything?
Everything.
My mom came to this island 13 years ago.
You don't understand.
That moment, it would all fall into place. I would understand why she came to Lake Juliet, why the memory of my mother knew about you, why you appeared to me, and tried to revive her.
I see.
I want to know. I want to know the truth about you.
A drive for knowledge. I have always felt that too. Why was
Because all I am is liquid at the bottom of a lake at the moment.
What are you talking about?
I've never encountered someone like you. Someone who wished to know me. I understand. I will tell you the truth. Here lies Ryan Fitzgerald. And because he existed, I now exist. Judd's son, the another's first ever test subject. Ryan lost his mother at a young age. This left a deep wound on his heart. He closed himself off, no longer allowing himself to feel. Judd wanted to heal that wound, thereby restoring his son's emotions. He attempted to do this with the another, which was still just a prototype at the time.
Didn't work.
However, the experiment failed. Ryan was left paralyzed and later died. Ryan's memories were extracted.
This was, in
during
fact,
that
a pretty bad
experiment.
idea, and it makes you wonder why everyone else in the room went along with it, too.
They were recorded to liquid memory and stored in a tank in JC Valley's basement storage. And that tank containing liquid memory is where I was born. The first human to notice was your mother.
There's no mistaking. The stored memory data is changing. The liquid memory is producing new episodic recollections on its own?
That's weird.
I don't know how it happened. Sayoko referred to me as a conscious life form, born from Ryan's memory
Sentient
data.
cooler of liquid.
Born from memory data?
Game is weird, y'all.
It's real
It's pretty weird.
The first thing I remember is the feeling of swimming through a sea of memories. The human memory is truly a fascinating thing. It starts with sense, and then there is information. And beyond that, knowledge. Each memory has a different emotion. Longing, loneliness, fear, regret, happiness. I am proof that Ryan was alive. I read his memory and I learned, and I slowly grew.
My mom never told Judd about you?
She reported
Meanwhile,
her
my dad's
findings,
just
but Judd
standing in the
quickly dismissed them.
background.
Just drooling.
He said that self-propagation of memory...
God, his neck is
data
gonna be killing him when he wakes up.
He was exactly the person Ryan's memory made him out to be. A genius scientist, willing to do anything to further his research. Even sacrifice his own family. Self-righteous, refusing to hear anyone else's opinion. Unlike Sayoko, he never tried to understand me. Once she left, Judd would glance at the tank every so often, and then one day, he started talking to it. He said,
I'll find a way to revive you, Ryan.
He continued developing the Another alone. He also started a new experiment, an experiment to overwrite memories using the Another. Judd began writing Ryan's memory data onto other subjects. It was his attempt to revive his son. Carrying out these experiments required him to create many copies of Ryan's data.
How do you copy liquid?
He extracted his test subjects.
Well, I mean, the memory is stored on the liquid, but then you can just, like, run the liquid through, like, I don't know, centrifuge or some shit and just copy the memories onto somebody.
It was impossible to complete the Another without Sayoko. The ability to overwrite memory never came to fruition. He abandoned its development and sealed up the lab housing the Another. And then, 6 years ago,
6 years ago,
a terrible storm tore through Lake Juliet. JC Valley lost power and the building was destroyed.
Whoops.
The tanks storing liquid memory were damaged. They leaked into the lake. This was liquid memory that contained not only Ryan's memories,
Whoops.
but many others.
That's the problem.
It became one with the water. So in a way, it felt like this lake...
Those fish getting fucked up.
Over time, I was able to access JC Valley's network. This, in turn, allowed me access to all sorts of information. That's when I learned of Sayoko's murder. I learned a lot from Judd's computer, including that it was Bill who killed Sayoko.
Damn it, Bill.
And that whoever he was working for was connected to Judd.
What?
How could you? Why did you murder Sayoko? From the very start, the Another project was conducted in secret.
Oh, hey, there's that ghost kid.
Sayoko and I were handpicked.
Remember when you teamed up with that ghost kid?
I do.
You were just a researcher, a useful tool.
Did they ever explain the ghosts?
We started making
No.
Okay, you can just see a ghost for some reason, and then a ghost goes away,
Yeah.
and it's unrelated to all of the science stuff going on. All right.
Yeah. Oh, also the cool boat captain could also see the ghost.
You two
Okay.
stole our research, hid it in your home.
He just never talked to the ghost.
I gave Sayoko
Until the
one
end.
more chance.
Oh, okay.
I told her to return the research and return to the fold.
You might say he ghosted him.
Hey.
see. So if Mom knew all this, is that why she tried to protect the another?
Ashley, it wasn't until I learned of Sayoko's death that I finally understood the sorts of moments that can produce such strong emotions. I had never felt more. And yet, at that moment, all I felt was sadness. And all I wanted was to ask Judd, why did Sayoko have to die?
Did you ever meet Judd?
I did. He was in the process of developing the remote another at the time. I infiltrated the system to gain access to him.
What are you?
Judd looked both surprised and confused when I appeared before him. He reached out to see if I was real, but he couldn't touch me, so he simply stared at me for a long while. And then I asked him, why did Sayoko have to die? He remained silent. He simply looked at me with an expression I couldn't interpret. So I asked him once more, why did Sayoko, the only person who knew me, have to die? He didn't answer my question. Instead, he muttered my name.
Ryan.
At last, he understood the nature of my existence. He looked at me with eyes that had grown old, and he trembled. What emotion do you suppose he was expressing?
Judd died, right? After learning about you?
Yes. Both Sayoko and Judd were gone, so no one else in the world knew of my existence. And yet, I continued to exist in this lake.
That sounds so lonely.
I'm the lake
All this
ghost.
time, my mind was occupied with a single thought. Why do I exist? But I couldn't find an answer. After a while, I grew interested in the another left behind by Sayoko and Judd. I wanted to complete it. I was the one Bill sent the another's source code to.
Damn it, Bill!
No way.
Using that data, I was able to complete the prototype another.
But why?
It was simply a task to prove I exist. I didn't have a specific goal beyond that. Dr. Robbins came to JC Valley. He started investigating
He's like
things
on a
no one
weird
had
hill,
looked into
too.
before.
Like,
Do you know
I'm
why
amazed he
came
hasn't just
here?
fallen over.
Did he tell you?
I didn't
Has
know at
incredible
first,
balance.
He really does.
but I do
Zero
know.
fighting ability, great balance. Who the fuck is Richard?
Richard
I
is
need
my
to
dad.
find out
Oh, okay.
why she was here. Because if I do,
Richard Robbins.
I think it will reveal the truth behind her death.
My dad wanted to know why my mom came here. Ryan, we had no idea. We didn't know her memory data was inside her pendant.
I see.
But how did you know? How did you know about the pendant?
I was monitoring Rex's computer. He kept a journal on it. He wrote about hiring your father. He wrote, should I tell Richard about Sayoko's pendant?
This is why you don't write your journals on the computer. Because
When Dr. Robbins
ghost
came to
men
JC
will
Valley,
read them. Cyber ghost men will read them and then do all of this.
he was still seeking the truth of what happened to Sayoko. He found the data that Bill had sent. That's when he started piecing together the secrets around the another and the secret lab. He began looking into the lake pollution too. He was close to figuring out that the pollution was liquid memory. It was around then I started to feel cornered. After all, the substance polluting the lake is me. I don't have much time left. I've come to understand this.
Okay,
If the
bye.
lake is purified, cleansing itself of the liquid memory, I will disappear.
Environmental Protection Agency, Ghostbusters Division.
In other words,
Like the opposite of that first Ghostbusters movie.
I will die.
Oh no.
That's when Dr. Robbins invited you here. When you arrived at the campsite,
and I ghosted awkwardly in
You
the
were wearing
side.
Sayoko's pendant. I wanted to see her, just one last time. That pendant contains
You know, for
memories of
also
Sayoko.
like for being like a big fancy research lab, that place had like 5 employees.
And I'm sure they remember
I
me.
mean, it was an evil research lab, and you got to keep your evil research pretty
That's why I
compartmentalized.
tried to use
But
the
it's
another and you.
I think they're trying to make it
Sayoko's
not an
daughter.
evil research lab now, like in this point.
I wanted
Fair.
to revive
Also,
her.
counterpoint, Umbrella, big old evil research.
But
Also,
the
yeah.
RAS was her way of preventing
Yeah.
that. She showed me the error of my ways. Using the another to prove my existence was wrong. I know that now. That's it. That's everything. I wanted you to know.
Okay,
This
bye.
is my truth.
Ryan?
Hey, can you fix my
What's
dad real
happening
quick?
to you?
No.
Wait, are you trying to erase my memories of you?
You will forget me.
No, Ryan! That's... Ryan, look! Look at this!
I love Capcom
Remember
games.
you.
It's a message from my mom! When you tried to write my mom's memories onto me, she told me something. She said a person can live forever as long as someone remembers them.
Sayoko.
Thank you, Ryan. Because you remember her, my mom lives on. And thanks to that, I got to see her.
Ashley, will you remember me? Even if I disappear.
Yes. I won't forget the person Mom discovered. I'll remember you forever.
Please. Show me the RAS again. Thank you, Sayoko. I can finally be at peace.
Okay.
Okay, when he said he didn't have long left, he literally meant like 2 minutes.
Yep.
Dad. Ryan
That pollution got cleaned up fast.
Yeah.
Guess it wasn't such a big problem after all. God damn.
Now he's gone.
What?
He told me about Mom. And why he appeared to me.
Add your tripping balls.
What did he say? Tell me everything.
After that, Dad and I took the boat back to JC Valley.
We rode across Ryan's
took me to
dead
his lab
brain.
I took a nap on his cot.
See, I was going to recommend maybe they could make something that would,
Me and
like,
Rex had a
clean the
long
pollution out of the
conversation.
water and put him back in a tank. But I
Dad
guess there was
told me
not
when I
enough
woke up.
time.
He told me it's time to go home.
Big Shell, another
Not
version.
much on the walk back to the cottage. We didn't need to tell each other what we were thinking. We just knew. We were thinking about Mom.
Honestly, you two.
Stop getting into weird ghost adventures when I'm not around.
I had a funny feeling after our phone call yesterday. I got worried, so I came to make sure everything was all right. Only to find you two were
Right,
out all
where the
night?
hell was she for the entire first game?
She was
just
locked up
kidnapped?
in a wine cellar.
Okay.
Well, it's just that, so much happened, and...
For real, Jessica. It was a lot.
Well, go on.
It's all my fault. I got Ashley mixed up in a big mess.
There were
Don't
cyber
listen to him.
ghosts.
It was my idea to go to that island. Dad kept me safe, Jessica.
And it's all thanks to Ashley that we learned about Sayoko.
At least you two are getting along. Huh? Aren't you glad you agreed to the trip?
Yeah, actually. I have so much to tell you, Jessica.
I can't wait to hear it all. When does the bus home arrive?
We still have a little time. I'm gonna go say bye to everyone.
Oh, one more thing. Can you return the key card to the guest house? I've already checked us out.
Sure thing.
Well, there weren't any extra charges, so it was quick.
Maybe I should grab some sodas.
But there were drinks at the campsite.
Were there?
If I want a souvenir, I'll ask you to pick it up later. It'll give you a reason to come home.
I'm on it.
I wonder if I could have like racked up a big charge if I just like got all the souvenirs that I didn't really interact with.
Stay safe, Ashley. I'll be home on the weekends. I'll see you then.
Will you?
Hi, Ashley.
Are
heading
you
home?
awkwardly standing under a tree?
Yeah. Thanks for everything.
No, I should be thanking you.
I've got my work cut out for me. First, we need to seal up the files on the Another and clean the lake.
And of course, we'll compensate the community for the pollution. I imagine there's more paperwork than research on the horizon.
Sounds tough.
All in a day's work for a director. One more thing. I'm sorry to keep your father here. We'll need him to help rebuild JC Valley.
I get it. I'll cheer him on while he does what he does best. I'm sure that's what Mom would have wanted. Just take care of him, okay?
Thank you, Ashley. Oh, and I hear you and Elizabeth have started getting along. Thanks for that, too. It's too bad she isn't here to say goodbye. I wonder where she is. I think Janet's hanging out at Bob's place, but, well, at any rate, take care of yourself. Come and visit anytime.
I'll be back, for sure.
Now it says to go that way, but I bet they're at Bob's place. Also, look at this cat. It's still here. Not moving.
Ah.
Oh, but it's just Jan.
Hey, what's up?
I'm about to catch my bus home.
What? No way! I was looking forward to hanging out. I guess you'll just have to come back soon.
I definitely will.
Elizabeth said she's gonna come back to practice.
That's great.
I didn't think Tommy or I got through to her, but then, boom, mine changed. Don't suppose you had anything to do with that?
Nah, not really. I just cleared the air a little. And I think we may be friends now?
Friends with Miss Moody? Impressive. Which means I must be pretty impressive too, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Bye.
See ya.
Well, if it isn't Miss Ashley.
Hi, Bob. I'm on my way home.
Aw, what a shame. Safe travels. And don't be a stranger, you hear?
Oh, I'm definitely stopping by whenever I visit my dad.
Looking forward to it. Your friends will miss you, but the salmon rice burger will miss you even more.
I'll be dreaming of that burger.
And I'll make sure the tab goes to Doc
My
Robbins
dad.
it is.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I think the thing that, like, I was thinking about this earlier. Like, the thing that's so weird about this particular, well, I guess series, this particular game, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, they have the supernatural stuff in the first one. And that's one of the reasons I asked you earlier if there was any connection between that and the tech they were working on. It's like, there's like two completely different plots going on. There's the supernatural stuff in the first game, and then there's all the science stuff. And as far as I can tell, nothing else supernatural has happened, right?
I actually found it.
So like the little sister of
Oh, there
the
was that tiny
kid-
ghost child earlier,
Yeah.
right? There was another ghost.
About that
But like, the ghosts aren't connected to the science, so
They are not, no.
it's like two separate concurrent plot lines. It's really weird.
Yep.
That's great news.
Especially considering, like, the science stuff is dealing with memories and stuff. It'd be real easy to tie that in with ghost appearances.
You know, there's something I'd like you to consider. Have you ever thought about becoming a forest ranger? You're a
Like, you could have had Ryan's actual ghost, like, operating against his digital ghost.
I'll be waiting to hear back.
See you later.
That'd been interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just very odd. This is a very odd series.
Yep.
It's cool. I'm glad it's around. But it's so weird.
Hey, Gina! Oh, Ashley. I was out for my first stroll in a while, hoping I'd run into you before you headed home.
Hey, remember when you got
Director told me
shot?
about the remote another.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Crazy, huh?
So much has happened. You
It's
must
a
be
small
exhausted.
gunshot wound.
Nope, I don't remember. They liquefied that.
But what about you? Are your injuries all right?
The memory of getting shot is now stored in this small bottle.
I had a feeling. Thanks, Gina. I was able to hang on because you were there with me.
Come hang out again soon, okay? I'll be here enjoying the view. And working with the director and Dr. Robbins, of course. We're going to continue our research in ways that will really help people.
Take care of my dad for me.
Leave him to me.
I'll see you next time. Tell Ian I said bye too.
Tell definitely not FBI man Ian. I think I forgot to say goodbye to the old lady. I want to walk all the way back to.
Fair.
Instead, I'll say goodbye to Elizabeth and the dog.
Going somewhere, Ashley? Yeah, the bus stop. I'm heading home.
Already? That's too bad.
I heard things got crazy at JC Valley.
It'd be funny if they did a Persona 4 thing where you have to go to the gas station and be like, "Did you give me the power?"
Yeah, things got a little crazy.
You give me the power to see ghosts.
I heard about Sophia too. It was hard for Dad to talk about, but
Yeah,
he told me everything.
Your not stepmom almost killed me.
You talked with him.
Like 3 times.
How are things with your dad?
Shot at me with an actual gun.
I mean, there's still a lot I don't get, but better.
Dad's right. One other thing. I'm sorry for being so rude to Matthew. I didn't know the truth, and I said some pretty mean things.
If it's bothering you, why don't you send him a message? I'm sure Dan has his contact info.
Yeah, good idea. Honesty is the way to go, right?
Yeah. And text me while you're at it.
Oh, please. As if I'd ever do that.
What?
I'll just have to see you at the band contest.
I guess you're right.
I have a song that only I can sing.
I can't wait.
Then I'll see you there.
This is a
Later.
very long, awkward pause on that shot.
Be good to Elizabeth, okay?
I'm sad there was no heartfelt conversation with the dog.
Yeah, here are like the life-size cutouts of the horrifying Lake Juliet
I
mascots.
see them.
No slacking off today, right?
Hey now, no one works harder than me.
That's your line, huh?
Your dad already checked out. Now I just need the keycard.
Here you go.
Seems like you had a pretty eventful vacation.
Yeah, I almost died 3 times.
But I think it'll be a good memory.
Glad to hear it. At the end of the day, I really like this place. I'm glad what went down didn't ruin it for you.
You're not so bad, Tommy.
Just figuring that out? Well, once you return the keycard, you won't be able to get back in. Have you said all your goodbyes?
Yep. All done.
Sorry, old lady.
And there you are. Officially checked out.
Thanks for everything.
Also, like, he says that I won't be able to get back in, but, like, I have my magic bracelet. Actually, no, I don't anymore. Never mind.
I'm assuming she left that on the grave. That's my guess.
No, it was at the table with,
Oh.
at my dad's house.
Keep on rocking.
I guess leaving it at the grave
I'll
might be
see you at
slightly
the band
irresponsible,
contest.
considering it's also like a key
See you
card
there.
thing. Keep on rocking.
Yeah.
Thanks, 30-year-old man.
What? No, he's definitely a college student.
I mean, he could be. He's just also 30.
Ashley, if I may.
Flashbacks.
The day before my 14th birthday started off pretty bad. But on that day, I reunited with my dad, and the rest became a memory I'll never forget. 2 years passed. I turned 16. I went to see Dad, and the trip started off pretty bad.
And then someone shot at me.
So much happened in just a single day.
But then
But
just have to keep bringing that up.
Okay, I feel like it's just something that I would not, you know.
Understand who my mom really was.
It is something that was weirdly underplayed.
Keep those 2 days close to my heart. Behind the door to my memories. With Mom. Forever.
Guess that's another code recollection. Both of them.
Good games.
Yeah.
Interesting, weird story. Great designs and art style. I'm into it.
Why doesn't Princess have a voice actress listed? I want to know who provided the dog barkins.
No, Princess was unpaid labor by an actual dog.
Ryan Gray Matter, more like, because he's made of brains.
Except not.
Yeah, something.
There's no actual physical, like, solid material involved. It's just goop in a lake. He's Gak. He's like sentient Nickelodeon slime.
Oh yeah, Akio Otsuka. The boat captain was Snake in the Japanese version. That's great.
Fun. Bill Edwards.
Oh right, also we learned that Bill was related to the Edwards on Blood Edward Island. I forgot about that part.
Could he see the ghosts?
Not until the very end when the ghost saved my life.
Okay.
And like the ghost just popped up and was like, "Don't shoot my friends," and then he fell off and died.
Ah. Yay.
Oh.
Thanks for the help, Agent Man. I really thought that old lady was hugging the ghost kid for a second. Ghost girl.
Wait a minute. That guy.
Oh, what's up?
In the background of that shot, just Kyle Hyde was randomly in the background there. Kyle Hyde's not even from this series. This is a Hotel Dusk guy.
It's fine.
if they make a Hotel Dusk collection like they did this, then like the ending of the Switch lifespan continues to be the whole made for me. Between this and A New Endless Ocean, and I was looking at like what's coming soon on the eShop, and it was like, oh, by the way, we're putting out all of the Touch Detective games on the Switch now. And it's like, what? Why? What? Why is this the whole made for me?
I mean, there's a lot of really good games that could do with a remake and re-release.
That is true.
I'm okay with it. Like, I had heard of these, but I had never actually seen anything about them. I would still know nothing about them had you not played them because they did this remake thing.
Yeah.
So, good idea. Get these
Yeah.
franchises out there into the world so people can be interested in them, and we might get a sequel someday.
That would be fun. I know the company that originally made this has been bankrupt for like a decade at this point, potentially two. And I know these remakes were made by Arc System Works for some reason. But they did have like the original writer and director to handle like the changes. Because I'm gonna look into this real quick because I know that I think this one changed a lot more than the PS one. Okay, apparently, part where the kid's dad was in a coma and then randomly wakes up is 100% new because they left that kind of open and were going to do a spin-off, but then they went bankrupt. So they wrote an ending to that subplot. Apparently Sophia randomly is the one who stole your bag at the beginning of the game, which is hilariously weird.
Good to know, I guess.
Got your bag, nerd.
Apparently Ryan was not a ghost in the original one. Which seems like a really big change.
That seems like a fairly massive change to the plot.
Hey, try Ace.
So, okay, just to double check. Who the fuck was Sophia working for?
Sophia was working for the digital ghost of Ryan.
And why was she trying to shoot you with a gun?
Because we had stolen the source code for the Another, and I think he was trying to use it to like implant himself into a person so he could be alive.
Yeah.
Not a weird brain ghost. And he couldn't do
Yeah.
that without the like how the Another worked.
Yeah, but the other part of his big plan was to put your mom's memory in you so he could meet her again, which wouldn't work if you were shot to death with a gun.
Well, you know, maybe they didn't. Oh yeah, there we go. Development, Arc System Works. Also, I guess Sophia was masquerading as Gina at some point.
Okay.
In the Wii version.
Why? Oh, okay.
in the Wii version, Rex gets shot, and then Gina just gets tasered, and that's instead of actually getting shot.
Look, I understand that Rex is a person, but when you said that, I immediately thought you meant the dog got shot. Rex should not be a person's name. That's a dog name.
Okay, so in the Wii version, Ryan was not a ghost, but the another experimentation apparently just removed all of his emotions at forever,
Okay.
and that's why he's evil.
All right. Taking a hardline stance against people with no emotions.
Yeah. Okay, that seems to be the main changes, is that part.
That's pretty big.
Yeah. Anyway.
So wait, something I'll look into later. But like, did the original also end with Ryan just dying?
This thing I found doesn't say.
Okay. This is a thing where sometime later I will go look up the original version of this game and just watch cutscenes.
Fair.
But good times. Like I love a game with a modern setting. This still feels weirdly like it was almost set up to be something that just never happened. Like it feels like it should have been a survival horror twist in like both of these.
Yeah.
Like you said, they're basically Resident Evil games without like the monsters or anything.
You're not wrong.
But like I don't know. I like it. I like the look of it. This remake obviously looks fantastic.
Yep.
And they put a lot of work into it.
They did, considering they fully remade both games. Like, just straight
And to a
up.
degree, like, rewrote the second one.
But yeah.
Do you know if there were any big changes like that to the first game?
I don't know if there were any big change. I don't think there were, like... I think the first one was a little closer. It was just...
Okay. Like, part of me wants you to just look up a picture of the first game, and it's like you hanging out with a living child.
It seems like the main changes in the first one is that in the DS version, Jessica just guesses that the magic technology thing is coded to Ashley's biometric data instead of just her being like, "Oh, take a picture of me," and she's like, "Nope, it only works for you." And then in the remake, D is just like, "I can't go through walls. I'm a ghost, but I'm not that kind of ghost." And also the remake. So apparently in the DS version, D had like a rare heart condition. That was also a problem, and why the dad needed money.
Okay.
And then this one kind of skips over it. Also, there are apparently two endings because all the flashbacks are apparently not plot mandated like they were in this one. So you can get a good ending where the ghost ascends, or a bad ending where he just stays on the island and wanders forever.
Okay.
Anyway, that's another Code Recollection. It's cool. You should play it. Yeah. Join us at some point in the future for something. I don't know.
Something different.
Yep. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.